Hey guys, just wanted to say sorry I haven't made a video in a while. Life's been a little crazy and I just haven't had the time. But I don't want to take up too much time, so let's just get right into this one. The 3 Days series in Rocket League. This is my brand new series where I take a Rocket League mechanic that I have little to no experience with and practice it for 3 days straight. At the end, I let you guys know how successful I was, and after each day, I'll go over an analysis of little tips and tricks I found along the way to help you guys learn this as quickly as possible. The first mechanic we'll be practicing in this series is double touches. Let's dive right into it. Hey guys, I'm going to show you this section real quick to let you know that this is not as easy as some of you might think. At least it wasn't for me. I came into this knowing that I can aerial very well, and I thought it would be as simple as just tapping into the backboard and then learning to read it. Well, it's not that simple. One thing I noticed looking at this is I'm hitting the ball on the left more than in the center most of these times, and that's pushing the ball in directions I don't want. Here I'm showing you a clip where it hits my car too much on the underside and it just pushes my car so far back that it doesn't allow me to go for a second touch. Here I hit it too high. It doesn't really affect my car, but I'm just not hitting it off the ball alright. I tried a lot at this, guys. I've cut so much of this out, you wouldn't believe it. Here I got pretty close, and this is where I started to get excited as I realized I was starting to make touches that looked a lot more like double touches I'd seen other people hit. But then I was back to missing for a couple times again. Well, more than a couple. And here I got a couple nice ones. These were in a row pretty much, and I got really close to these. It was just a matter now of just understanding how to read it off the backboard, which I knew would eventually come with time. And finally, this happened. That is the first double touch I think I've ever hit, guys. I want to show you, look, I hit it just right that it goes up high enough on the backboard, but it also, even though it tipped my car back, allows me to tip my car back up and hit that double touch. My 2 tips for day 1 are to use the training pack I'll upload and to just keep trying. It'll come with time, so the only thing you can do on the first day is throw yourself at it and you'll develop the muscle memory eventually. Free play is where I spent most of day 2. Here I just threw myself in and just started trying to hit actual double touches. First by just trying to get it set up onto the backboard, and then actually I just started following up pretty much right away because it's not as hard as you think. Once you start doing a couple of them, you understand what it needs to look like. Right here, I'm going to repeat this just to show you guys that it helps to be comfortable with air roll. If you are, great. If not, it's definitely something to work towards, as it'll make this a lot easier. I got pretty close a lot of these times, and then finally I did actually hit this one here. And this definitely made it worth doing the day before, as it's a lot easier when you can read the stuff off the backboard by using the training pack. It makes it a lot easier when you have a set like this because you know how it's going to come off. After this, for the last, maybe 10 minutes, I went into my training pack again, and I just worked on hitting double touches again, and it got a lot easier, let me tell you. My 1 tip for day 2 is to flip into the ball if you feel like you need to get the ball a boost to the backboard. If you feel like you're not going to make it, then I would recommend using your flip. If you feel like you'll make it, then just follow it up normally. Well, this might surprise you guys, but I didn't hit a single double touch on day 3. I got really close, but I never did. I went into training for the first half of my time and tried, and I feel like I still have a lot to learn, but the muscle memory is already starting to develop. For the second half of my time, I went into a ranked matches and tried to set up one and score one, but I just couldn't find an opportunity. I definitely enjoyed doing this and felt like it was worth it. Also would think I was pretty successful hitting that one in free play, and I think it's definitely worth spending some time on. I do have a couple more things we'll touch on quick before I close up, and one of them is right here. When you're taking up the wall, if there's this purple trail behind the ball, you're going too fast. As I notice, it just doesn't get me anywhere. It always pushes the ball too far up the wall. The only other tip I had, guys, was, for me personally, it was a lot easier to hit double touches from behind the half line, especially ones that I had to flip into. Even if I didn't have to flip into them, just hitting them from behind the half line worked for me because it gives me more space to adjust between it hitting the backboard and me double touching it. So just something to keep in mind. Thank you guys so much for watching. The channel's gotten a lot of support recently, and I couldn't thank you guys enough. But until next time, see ya.